Hey there guys, what's going on? Talking Flicks here. We are once again joined by Mini Evan here, and today we're going to be doing quite a different video that we normally do on the channel, and this will become a normality on the channel, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this series. This is going to be the DCEU ranked. I will have future ranking videos I have planned, and yeah, I'm super excited to get into this video. You know, there's a bunch of DCEU movies, and we're celebrating the release of the Snyder Cut with this video. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy this sort of thing. It's, again, different sort of format. I'm trying a lot, you know, this is a new channel for me. I'm trying a lot of different styles and everything. But just before we get started, I want to say spoilers, because there are spoilers for every movie on this list. If you haven't seen any of them, go watch them. Well, not all of them. But, yeah. Please, so you have been warned, just saying. You have been warned. And, yeah. We have a nice, long clip, epic music video clip of all the DCEU movies coming up here. So I'm just going to show you that to you now. Alrighty guys, we are back, and unfortunately we do have this small little thing back here. So, yeah, let's continue on with, let's get on with the list after that super long video. So let's see here what we got up first. Number 10. Alright, the number 10 on the list, here we go. Start the controversy, except it's not controversy. A lot of people are gonna agree with this, it's Justice League. Or Justice League, hahaha, funny. But my oh my, what a disaster. Okay, let's start the characters. Every character sucked in the movie. The villain, all the heroes, none of them were well done. The best one was probably Wonder Woman, but even she wasn't done well. She was done okay at best. She was very mediocre. Aquaman was pretty mediocre and got even less development. Batman was just an insult and a pansy compared to the Batman v Superman one. Cyborg was there, very underdeveloped as well. Superman just completely didn't match the tonal. It was a very big tonal shift from the previous Superman we had, and Flash was just flat out annoying. Way too many jokes, and all the dignity of the character was gone. And he didn't really do anything heroic in the movies, except for when he saved the family, and then it just ended up being useless. Well, you know, Superman just won up by saving a building of people. And just, man, when you treat the characters like that, that really makes it suck. And the story is incohesive. It just feels like a bunch of scenes tacked together. The one good thing I'll say is that the score when Flash is running is pretty good, but everything else sucks. The rest of it is bad. It's the worst. 25%. And if you don't know, the 20% range is the worst a movie could be in. When you get below 20% for me is when you get so bad it's good. 20% range is just the worst. So 25%, the worst. That's what Justice League deserves. It is a horrible, atrocious, and insult to the face of comic book fans, and just get that out. Alright, number 9. Coming in at number 9 is Suicide Squad. Now, Suicide Squad is not a good movie either, but here's a Suicide Squad at least has 2 good characters with Harley and Deadshot, and Diablo was okay. There's forced moments with him, but other than that, I thought he had some cool moments, and Harley and Deadshot were genuinely good characters. However, the rest where's the rest right now? There. However, all the other characters suck. Enchantress is a horrible villain. And yeah, I should have said spoilers by now, just in case I didn't spoilers. And Killer Croc, characters like Killer Croc, I really want to see a cool Killer Croc. I really like his character in the comics and everything, but you know, from what I've seen of him, he looks cool. But in this movie, he sucked. He just barely got developed. The story was very muddled, and the music was there just to be there. And I mean, the characters got underdeveloped. The story was muddled. It was messy. It's a very messy story. That's the right word there. And the action, there were some good action sequences here and there. When Deadshot was on top of the car there, that was pretty cool. Had a few good action scenes, but overall it's still a bad movie. 45% for me. Nowhere near Justice League, but still a bad movie. And that's why it's placed at number 9 on my DCEU ranking here. So let's see, number 8. Alright. What we got? Number 8 is Wonder Woman 1984. Okay. A lot of people call this the worst one, or just call it an absolutely horrible movie. I don't think it's a horrible movie. However, I still don't think it's a good movie. The action sequences, there are some decent ones in there, but the final battle is pretty underwhelming. Wonder Woman, the acting is still all around really good. Steve Trevor is still a likable character, but I didn't like that they brought him back to life. I don't like it when movies do that in general. Wonder Woman, I mean, she's basically a rapist in the movie because the guy that takes over, whose body is later taken over by Steve Trevor because that's what she wishes, couldn't they have please just at least given him the body and maybe done something else with him to make it a weird thing? Don't make her a rapist. That's the worst thing to do. And also, I mean, gosh, I probably shouldn't be saying that word, but there are some decent action. The score is actually really good. The acting is all around pretty dang good. And it's just also the story. The story is messy, and it's just, the movie's meh. It has some good things going for it. And I don't think it's as bad as people say, but the story really messes it up. I'm not interested in the overall plotline with the monkey spawn in general. So, yeah, Wonder Woman 84 comes at number 8. I don't like that movie. Alright, number 7. Number 7 is Birds of Prey and the long title. Now, I'm gonna say this. From Birds of Prey and up, I like every single film on this list. I think Birds of Prey is a good movie. However, I do think the Birds of Prey, again, got underutilized. I don't think they were used to the full potential. And also, I think that, you know, it's really Harley Quinn's movie. It's not the Birds of Prey movie, it's Harley Quinn's movie. And I feel like in the second half, the movie got less entertaining. It felt less unique than it was in the first half. I feel like the second half, it kind of lost its touch a bit. So, yeah, there's that. And there's also not a single nice dude in the film, just throwing that out there. You know, you can make women look strong, but you don't have to pander against men. But, anyways, Roman Samus was actually a pretty good villain. I thought it was interesting. You know, even McGregor is just so entertaining. But I thought in the second half he kind of lost his charm a little bit. And the way he died was kind of pansy-ish, but whatever. But it's still a very entertaining movie. The action all around, the final battle is lackluster, but the rest of the action scenes are genuinely pretty good. Huntress has a good backstory, I really dug that. And there's a lot to like about this movie. So I will, in the end, give it a good, and it's a unique movie in there. And I enjoy it. Alright, let's move on to number 6 here. What we got? Number 6 is Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition. If it were, we're not doing theatrical cut in this video. We are only talking Ultimate Edition. And Ultimate Edition, I genuinely like this film. I think it fleshes out all of its characters pretty well, save for, you know, Wonder Woman. But Batman and Superman were fleshed out very well. You see the motivations; it makes sense. And but the problems here are Luthor is not a good villain. The story is, there's too much going on in the story, even for a 3-hour epic like this. There's still too much going on, and especially doing the death of Superman storyline this early just does not work. And then you know, Doomsday and everything, and just at least give Batman his own solo movie before doing this. Batman needs at least one movie before he gets into Batman vs Superman. And just, there are too many plot lines going around, and also, and just, yeah. But the action is really good. Love all the action sequences, even the ones that are forced in there. the action overall is very well done, thanks to Zack Snyder being such a great visual director. And the characters, there are some fantastic character moments in here. I really enjoy all the characters pretty much. The score, amazing. And then there's so much good stuff in here but there's so much frustrating stuff in here. I mean, Martha, why? I mean, I get what the symbolism he was going for to make Superman feel more grounded, but it makes it seem stupid. So 79%, I think it's a good film. It's so close to great, so close. It's just those issues that hold it back. There's such great stuff and such mediocre. So it's a frustrating film. But number 5, let's move on to number 5. Maybe a bit controversial here. Number 5 is Wonder Woman. Now, I like Wonder Woman a lot. Those first 2 acts are awesome. If the third act was as good, well, not necessarily the third act. I think the final battle is really when it starts getting weak. But if the final battle lived up to those first 2 acts especially, this would probably be in the top 3. But the problem is that third act, the final action sequence, is not very good. And I thought Wonder Woman had a very good theme going for it, where where she learned if she killed Ares, the war would be over. But then when she killed Ares, that didn't happen. I thought that would have been a very good, interesting message overall, and she would just somehow have to find another way to stop the war. I thought that would have been really interesting. And learning that everything can't be changed, like, flick the switch. And then Ares actually shows up, the real Ares, and she just kills him, and in the end. The one good thing about that sort of ending area was with Steve Trevor and him sacrificing himself, but then that all gets, kind of taken out because of Wonder Woman 84. So, it kind of tarnishes the ending of this film. But still, those first 2 acts are awesome. I love them. And there's some good stuff still in the last bit here of the movie, and it's enough to keep the film afloat, and I still think it's a very solid film. The chemistry between Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor is really good. I like all the side characters in the film. The action is really well done in the beginning, with all, the no man's land and all that stuff. So great, so great, and Wonder Woman's overall a very good character, and it's a great movie. Gal Gadot impressed everyone with her performance, and it's a great movie. Okay, let's move on to number 4 here. Number 4 is Aquaman. Now, Aquaman is a cheesy film. Yeah. And what they did to Africa's Toto, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that Pitbull reincarnation? Why? That was a little bull crap. And I didn't really buy Aquaman and Mira's relationship in this film. I'm like, didn't really buy the chemistry. But everything else I loved. Now, the reason I don't quite, pretty much number 4 and number 3, they're right next to each other for me. The reason I put this one slightly under is because I feel like number 3 has better emotional moments, and Aquaman is kind of lackluster in that section. But I mean, I really dug the character of Aquaman. Orm is a really great villain. He's seriously underrated. Black Manta is a good side villain. The score is epic. The story is still fun, and the visuals are really underrated as well. I don't really hear many people talking about the visuals. I think these visuals are the best visuals we've seen since Avatar. I seriously think it's that freaking good. The visuals are astounding in this film. It's a gorgeous to look at film, and I do have those few minor issues that hold it back, but it's still 91% awesome for me. I absolutely love Aquaman, and it's a bit too long. It's definitely rewatchable, but it's still a bunch of fun, and I love Aquaman. Anyway, let's talk about number 3. Shazam. I love Shazam. And so really here, Zachary Levi's performance is amazing as Shazam. I mean, he really does feel like a kid growing up into a kid playing a 30-year-old superhero. And all the side characters are really great. The family is really fun, and I really love how this film is about a family dynamics. That's really something I've praised about Thor. Now I think this film is quite a bit better than Thor, but those 2 movies have the story going with the family dynamics and everything. And also the Dr. Savannah is a pretty good, not amazing villain, but pretty good. I think Mark Strong delivers a good performance. And the action isn't amazing, but it's fun action. It suits the film pretty well. And the movie is just fun. It has some good emotional moments in there. I love all the characters in there. And that's really what makes me like this film more than Aquaman. I feel the emotion more. Even though Aquaman has a better action and everything, I feel more emotion and heart in Shazam. And so I really respect it and love it for that. Also, I do have a bit of bias because this is the only film ever that I got to see early. I think like 2 weeks before it came out. It's not like it was a press screening or anything. They had like a 2-week advanced screening thing. And it was awesome. I got to see it early. So, huge place in my heart, but 91% awesome, and that's another reason I slightly take it over Shazam. So biased, yeah, but it's my list. So number 2 here is Man of Steel. This is one of those movies where the more I watched Man of Steel, the more I loved it. I love Man of Steel seriously so much. At first, I liked it. Then I loved it. Now I think it's freaking amazing. And listen, I love what they did with Superman's character. So good. Such an interesting arc. So different and compelling. And I just love that, him becoming Superman. I love that arc for him. And the only other Superman movie I can really compare this to is Superman Returns. That's the only other one I've seen. I haven't seen the Christopher Reeves movies, but I much prefer this to Superman Returns, I'll say that. And the action is amazing. There's so much good action. Zack Snyder is so good at the action and visual department. Zod is a really great villain. He understands motivations, and I just think this movie's amazing. The score is uplifting and powerful. All side characters are really good. The story is compelling. I love Man of Steel. It's an amazing movie and super underrated, and I love that more people are recognizing it for this. Now let's get into number 1 here. Number 1, Zack Snyder's Justice League, the most recent release. The movie we're celebrating with this video is number 1 on my list because it is seriously an amazing film. The story gets to be fleshed out. You care about the characters. Every moment they build up to is earned. The action, the character moments, the emotions, the story, the music is all bang on perfect. Now I do think Batman was better in BVS than he was here, but I still really liked him here. And Aquaman, again, I prefer him in Aquaman as to here, and Wonder Woman, I prefer Wonder Woman to here. But I still thought all these characters were very well done here. And the one thing you could talk about, yeah, this movie could have been trimmed down to 3.5 hours. I absolutely agree with that. But did it need to? No. I think it works as 4 hours. And I absolutely love this movie. And if you really don't want to watch the entire thing in one sitting, just do the miniseries thing. Just say go to chapters 3 or 4, stop, and then finish the rest of the film the next day or something, or take a break. Just do that. Because the movie is nicely divided into 7 parts, and I really like that. And so yeah, I love Zack Snyder's Justice League. It is everything I was hoping for, and so much more. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is my ranking of the DCEU. Comment down below what your ranking is. Tell me what... Oh yeah, I forgot to say, my score is 97%. Amazing for Justice League. Loved all the characters, and especially what they did with, let me just talk about this movie a bit more. Cyborg, really good character. They actually give him emotion. He is the heart of the film. Flash, he got his, Flash was weak and stupid in the other film, but in this film he's amazing. Him freaking turning back time to save the world, that's amazing. How could they cut that out of the original cut? There was so much amazing stuff that they cut out of the original cut, and I just love this film that it gets to exist, and it's so amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And just, so yeah, there you go, Zack Snyder's Justice League number 1. Enough gushing about that movie, I've done that a lot this week. So yeah, there you go, guys, there's my ranking of the DCEU. Comment down below what your ranking is. Tell me, how you think if you think the DCEU will continue the storyline of Zack Snyder's Justice League and what that movie set up. Also tell me, how if there's a bright future and everything. Tell me down below what other content you'd like to see come out for me, what else you'd like to see me do. And check out some past content I've done, because I think that's pretty cool. There's some other DC related content I've done. Check in the 2020 reviews and flip battles. There's some nice Zack Snyder Justice League talk in there. And so yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please like, subscribe, all that jibber jabber. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.